leeching off me. And that gravy train's coming to its last stop, Bobby G. So if you're listening to this shit, and I know you're not, you're just at home being dope sick. But like, just so you know, Bobby G, I said it on air, and maybe like you archived this shit, right?
So, because you don't have Wi-Fi,
you can archive this shit. Like, he can hear this again.
Oh, of course.
Okay, well, yeah, Bobby G. Hey, man, you heard it here on Dr. Bones Radio. You're out of home, brother, real soon. And you're my brother, and it's only because I love you that I'm gonna do this.
So, speaking of brother, we're going to Big Brother by Gypsy Ghosts off their EP Bird Language. So, dig this. Alright, that was Gypsy Ghosts with Big Brother from their EP called Bird Language. A really good EP, and unfortunately, even though I can't promise it, we kind of have some new stuff going towards the album that we won't play, but you'll find out when it comes out in November, and trust me, it's totally worth it. So, I need to step out just for a second, so we'll have Pat talk about the song for a little bit. So, this song, in general, Pat, it's kind of a lot of deep feeling to it. We just talked about it just before he got back on the air here, like War and Peace and just kind of bad blood but turning good. So what was kind of the thought process behind this one?
It's just started out as a stinky riff as usual, like most of our tunes. And we were just kind of, I know Andy was talking about Orwell. He was reading some Orwell at the time. And the theme kind of popped up in conversation, and Andy ran with it from there and slated it, and it turned out really well. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, just a Big Brother theme, you know.
Right.
1984, Big Brother, and just a lot of the shit you see with the elements of governmental control in our society, and just that kind of idea from 1984 where picture a boot on a face
Right.
forever, and that kind of image where they're watching you like turn life into a police state, like take the guns away, like you can't have your own guns, you can't defend yourself.
Right.
There's always somebody that's going to tell you what to do, what to say, and war is peace, right? And freedom is slavery, kind of ideas like that. Whereas you're not free here. Like, you just want to say some shit, you want to do some shit, you can, because somebody wants you to. Like, it doesn't serve their interests.
Or it'll control you, so to speak.
How to speak, how to say, how to act, and how to be free, and you can't just actually express an idea without being branded in a particular way. And maybe you can, but when you do so, there may in fact be a negative effect on that. And so it's kind of that element, whereas the element of freedom is in question. It's like, how free am I?
Well, fair enough. I mean, obviously, we can talk about what recently happened in Ottawa just like about 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And showing that, we're not completely safe, even though Canadians are in general, quote unquote, polite, that sort of thing. The thing can happen anywhere, and it makes good sense. And it's also it's got a very catchy riff to it as well, because a lot of people associate it with the TV show Big Brother.
Yeah.
So I know there's a U.S.
Yeah, the show's bullshit, and it has nothing to do with the song. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that's in the masturbation category for me as far as entertainment, right? It's nice tits, fucking great abs, and just human drama, unnecessary human drama. And, you know what I mean? What's the result of that drama? Nothing. Like, nothing actually comes out of it. It's like somebody wins some cash, and that's great, but as far as... Oh, go ahead.
It's almost something like off of STP's album Core, right? Because like sex type thing, that sort of thing, and they're playing it like way before people even started, and they kind of relate to that. But it kind of makes sense, and it gives you a chance to have fans give more of a feedback towards the lyrics as opposed to just the music, because that's a huge part of the song. And for myself personally, when I listen to music, I like to divulge it. I can kind of completely and fully. So lyrics, music, and the whole production, a whole ensemble in general, because that's what makes the song.
And with that, it's like, Big Brother, and it's like, you know what I mean? It kind of sounds fucked for somebody to say that's in a band, to say, I don't want to be watched. I don't want you to see me. I don't want you to know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
Right? Because in a band, the whole point is like, I want you to see me. I want you to know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm singing music.
But it's like that my personal life, like when I'm at home, sitting on my couch, my shirt off, eating Doritos, watching a shitty cop drama, I don't want you there. You don't need to see me. And like, who gives a fuck? Like, that's not interesting. Maybe it is for some idiots, but like, it's not interesting for me.
Hashtag CSI, watching you naked and watching your Doritos, right?
yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, like watch it. Like our shit is, and that's what I don't understand so much. Is like I want to know what like you said, you're talking Pink Floyd earlier, like Roger Waters. Like, I want to see you on stage, or Gilmore, or whoever, right? I want to see you on stage and perform and play, and that's what we want to share. Us doing that, but like, there's the interest for a lot of people, and it's taking the piss out of it. It's like, I want to know, like, what the fuck your shit is when you're just like being shitty. It's like, that's not the point. Like, here's the point. Like, here's my, like, look at my painting. I'm an artist. I have made a painting. View it. Let that painting make you feel a certain way. Cool. You know what I mean? That's what I'm putting down, I guess.
Well, you guys have played like a lot of different studios and venues, that sort of thing. And I know you played the Horseshoe Tavern in Toronto, which is one of the biggest ones, because like so many big guys have played at that. And actually the week I had a band. Well, a gentleman who played bass for Black Sabbath in the Ace for their Eternal Idol tour. His name is Joe Burt, and he played the Horseshoe Tavern, and that's what the. Whoa!
No, that's when some of the beautiful shit was happening, right?
One of the biggest stuff that happens. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh, that was my bad, man.
So, anyways, one of the biggest stuff that happens, and the fact that you guys have played there is such a good treat for you because you play where the Rolling Stones have played, this guy from Black Sabbath have played, and like a huge bands have played.
Yeah, it's an honor, and it's just really great in those venues because you can feel that energy, and you go in there feeling that energy. But of course, the venues do their part.
Well, absolutely,
and they have a competent soundman. It's a really good soundman. It sounds great. You sound like how you feel you're playing, and that's a beautiful thing.
Well, right on. So the new album is coming out hopefully by the end of November.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of news. Excuse me. A bunch of new songs we haven't heard yet, but we will hear soon as soon as it's released. And I wish you could hear it now because I've heard it. It's very good. So I can give a big shout out and a big thank you to Annie and Patrick for the interview for Gypsy Ghosts for the new album. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by the show.
Thanks for having us, both.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. GypsyGhosts.com. All that shit.
So until next time, guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been Dr. Bones for Gypsy Ghosts, and we'll talk to you soon. Bones out.